that is 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. F is equal to focal length, v is equal to image distance, u is equal to object distance. This is the 4 marks question. Derive the length formula 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. See, this is the convex lens. This symbol, upward downward arrow, that symbol is a convex lens. Here f1, f2 focus, that is P and P optic centers, P and P dash. Here OO dash is the object, II dash is the image. Suppose take a convex lens of optic center P, OO dash is the object placed on the principal axis, as shown in the figure. That is OO dash is the object, it is placed before F2, that is beyond F2, on the principal axis as shown in the figure. One ray is travel, the incident ray travel parallel to the principal axis after refraction passing through F1. Another ray passing through the optic center. These two rays are intersect at the point I dash. Here I dash is the image. So I dash is the image of the object O dash. What about P and P dash? P and P dash, comma, optic centers. P is the optic center. The incident ray parallel to the principal axis intersect the lens at P dash. Compare the triangles P dash, F1 and F1 I dash. These two triangles are right angle triangles P dash F1 F1 I dash. These two triangles are right angle triangles. By comparing the sides, P dash by I dash is equal to Pf1 by F1I. But P dash is equal to O dash, comma, F1I is equal to, see this F1I is equal to Pi minus Pf1. Therefore, OO dash by II dash is equal to Pf1 by F1I means Pi minus Pf1. This is the equation 1. By comparing the two right angle triangles PP dash F1 and F1 IA dash, PP dash by IA dash is equal to Pf1 by F1I. But PP dash is equal to O dash. And another one, F1I. How to calculate F1I? That is Pi minus Pf1. Substituting these two, you can get the equation 1. Compare the triangles. OO dash T and PII dash. This is one of the right angle triangle. Another right angle triangle is PII dash. OO dash P and PII dash. OO dash by II dash is equal to OB by PI. This is equation 2. Compare the equations 1 and 2. We compare the equations 1 and 2. OP by PI is equal to PF1 by PI minus PF1. By reversing, PI by OP is equal to PI minus PF1 by PF1. Next, PI by OP is equal to divide this PI by PF1 minus PF1 by PF1. So PI by OP is equal to PI by PF1 minus 1. Divide with PI on both sides. So 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1 minus 1 by PI. 1 by PI plus 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1. See this equation 2, 1 and 2. Here LHS both are same, so RHS we can equally write this, that is OP by PI. OP by PI is equal to PF1 by PI minus PF1. By reversing the two equations, two sides, PI by POP is equal to PI minus PF1 by PF1. Divide with PF1. You can get like this, PF1 by PF1 cancel, that is 1. Next, divide with PI on both sides. Then you get 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1 minus 1 by PI. Take this PI other side, 1 by PI other side, 1 by PI is equal plus 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1. Here PI is equal to image distance. Image distance V. Object center to the image, that is image distance V. Here OP means object distance. This is taken as minus U. There and PF1. PF1 is the focal length. Focal length is small f. By substituting these two in this equation 3, 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. This is the derivation of Lenz's formula. Once again, see what is Lenz's formula. Lenz's formula, that is the derived Lenz's formula. This is the question. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. You have to derive this. F means focal length, V means image distance, U means object distance. This symbol is convex lens, that is the top and bottom arrow marks are there. So Before this convex lens, just O dash is the object is placed on the principal axis. Image is formed, that is IA dash, by taking the rays. That means one ray is parallel to the principal axis. After refraction passing through F1, another ray passing through the center of the lens. Both are intersect at I dash. So O dash is the object, IA dash is the image. Next one, by comparing the triangles, that is take two triangles PP dash F1, F1, IA dash. By comparing these two triangles, you can get the equation 1. That is PP dash by IA dash is equal to PF1 by F1I. But PP dash is equal to O dash. Similarly, F1I, this F1I is equal to PI minus PF1. By substituting these two, you can get the equation 1. Compare the triangles OOP, OO dash P and PII dash. Here OO dash P, this is one of the right angle triangle, another right angle triangle PII dash. Here OO dash by IA dash is equal to OP by PI. OO dash by IA dash is equal to OP by PI. This is equation 2. By comparing this equation 1 and 2, you can get the resultant equation here. Then by reversing the equation, you can get this equation here. Next, divide with PF1 equation, that is PF1 by PF1 cancel. After that, divide with PI on both sides. You get 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1 plus minus 1 by PI. Finally, you can get equation 1 by PI plus 1 by OP is equal to 1 by PF1. What is PI? Image distance. This is minus, this is positive V. OP means object distance. OP. Why it is taken as negative means object distance means distance measured from the optic center to the object. But this is opposite to the direction of the light ray. So that symbol is taken as negative. PF1 means focal length of the convex lens, that is positive. So 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. This is the derivation of lens formula 4 mass. Of time. This is the question. This is 2 mass question. Speed of light in diamond is 1,24,000 km per second. Find the refractive index of diamond. Refractive index of diamond is equal to L. Question mark. Speed of light in diamond is 1,24,000 km per second. Speed of light in vacuum or air. Three lakh kilometer per second. Here this is the V, this is C. Here formula is N is equal to C by V. That is 3 into 3 lakh kilometers by 1,24,000. By calculating, you get 2.4. In this problem, speed of light in diamond is given, but speed of light in vacuum or air not given. But directly you can write directly this value is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second or 3 lakhs kilometer per second. Formula is N is equal to C by V. C not given, V is there. You have to find out N. Okay, next one is third one. When we sit in a campfire, when we sit at a campfire, objects beyond the file are seen swaying. Give reason for it. When we sit at a campfire, suppose campfire is there, you are sitting at a campfire, objects beyond the campfire. These objects are appear to be swaying, that means moving like this. Why? What is the reason for that? The reason is convection. Convection of heat, because of convection of heat. In this convection means heat always moves by the movement of the particles. Heat always flows by the movement of the particles. At this campfire, the air near the campfire is less density. Far away from the campfire is more density. Because of the varying its density, refractive index also varies. That's why, because of various densities, various refractive index, these appear to be moving like this. That is swaying. Fourth question is, this is one more question. Why should we see why should you see a mirage as a flowing water? As a flowing water. During the summer time, on the roads or in the deserts, at some far distances, water is flowing. Water is flowing on that water, water is flowing on the sand. Why? Why should we see a mirage that is appear to be flowing water? During that time, the air below the air just above the ground, that means above the ground level, these are all less density, refractive index also less. The air above the ground level, that means far away from the ground level, have more density and more refractive index. That's why, because of total internal reflection takes place. Total internal reflection, TIR. Because of the total internal reflection, these are all appear to be like a flowing water. This is the answer. Fifth one. Write the laws of refraction of light. Write the laws of refraction of light. Here, laws of refraction of light is two laws are there. What is the first law? Here, first law means incident ray refracted ray normal lies on a same plane. This is the first law. First law means incident ray, refracted ray, normal lies on the same plane. Second law is it follows Snell's law. Snell's law means sin I by sin R is equal to constant. Sin I, sin of the angle of incidence by sin of the angle of refraction. This is always constant. Or n1 sin I is equal to n2 sin R. This is the second law. Second law means it follows Snell's law. Snell's law means sin I by sin R is equal to constant. or n1 sin A is equal to n2 sin R. These are the laws of refraction of light. This is a 2 marks question. This is 1 mark question. Total 10 marks. Okay, next one is sixth one. Define power of the lens. Write its units. Define power of the lens. Here power means denoted by letter P. Focal length smaller. P is equal to 1 by F, that is in meters, or P is equal to 100 by F, that is centimeters. Units diopter. This is also 2 marks question. Define power of the lens. Power of the lens means, remember this formula, P is equal to 1 by F, F is in meters, focal length in meters. The reciprocal of focal length in meters is called power of the lens. Reciprocal of focal length is called power. Focal length always measured in meters, that is 1 by F. Suppose centimeters are given, you can write 100 by F. What are the units means? Diopter. Diopter is the unit of focal length. Okay, next one is draw the ray diagrams. Draw the ray diagrams to find images when an object is placed A at a distance of 8 centimeters. At a distance of 8 centimeters. B at a distance of 10 centimeters on principal axis. Of a convex lens whose focal length is 4 centimeters. Write the characteristic of images. Write the characteristics of images. Here one convex lens is there. What is the focal length of convex lens? 4 centimeter. Here one point is object is placed at a distance of 8 centimeter on the principal axis. Another one at a distance of 10 centimeter on the principal axis. Suppose you take A. How to draw this? This is the convex lens. Here object is placed at a distance of 8 centimeter. Focal length, this is P. Focal length means PF to 4 or P from P to 2F2 is 8 centimeter. So one ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. After that passing through F1. Another ray is passing center of the lens. See this. Take one ray passing through the center P. Another ray is parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, they meet at one point. That is the image of the object. What about the characteristics of image? Image characteristic means real, inverted, same size, formed at 2f1. Here object is placed at 2f2, image is formed at 2f1. How the image? Real image, inverted image, same size. Here B is at a distance of 10 centimeter. This is F1 to F. Here image is formed between F1 and 2F1. What is the nature of the image? Here image is real, inverted, diminished, between F1 and 2F. In this case, object distance is 10 centimeter. At a distance of 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter means from P to 2F1, 2F2, the distance is 8. 10 centimeter means beyond 2F2. So the object is placed beyond 2F2. One ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. After refraction passing through F1, another ray is passing to the center of the lens, that is optic center. These two rays are intersecting here, so the image is formed between F1 and 2F1. What is the nature of the image means? Real image, inverted image, diminished, in between F1 and 2F1. This is also 2 marks question. So 14 marks completed today.